It's not an aerial stream if I don't start it by coughing at this point. Welcome everybody. We're kind of picking up where we left off last time. Yeah, just a bokoblin camp giving me more trouble than I need. More water, good idea. Demonstrating that, everything in life has to be balanced. This time I remembered to tweet that I was going live, but I forgot to actually launch my streaming software and my VTubing software. So it's a little bit late just because of that. Oops. I'll be on time one day. Okay. So the bokoblins here, oh shoot, camera. The bokoblins here aren't really an issue, but the Zonai constructs kind of are. Let me pull out a better weapon. 3 minutes late? That's okay. Oh wait, no, I'm 3 minutes late. Please forgive me. Hi. Thank you for the follow 5 days ago. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you were, I'm pleased to meet you. Feathered Edge. Thanks. I think I may have melted the icicle off of his sword with my flaming sword. Okay, so by the looks of it, this bow needs like a full battery's charge to get stronger. None of my weapons have good fuses on them, which is kind of giving me paralysis choice. I don't want to waste the durability on them. Oh, dang it. Well, alright, new plan. I'm gonna fuse, then pull. Off to a wonderful start. Yeah. I like these things, they're kind of spooky. I like how they're still, like, chattering. Yeah, Stalnox. Alright, that should be enough offense. Must have been the wind. I don't know why, but I have been really, really bad at consistently landing headshots in this game. And I feel like I was way better at it in Breath of the Wild. Well, are headshots 100% kill? No, they are not, but they are a big multiplier to the damage, so it's worth going for. Also, against certain enemies, it stuns them, which, if they're certain particularly dangerous enemies, that stun might be the only thing keeping you alive. But yeah, like, Yeah, like see how I headshotted it and it knocks him back and it like gets him off of me? Compared to when I don't get the headshot. Alright, there we go. This encampment has been cleared. If memory serves, there's a Korok there that I need to get up to his friend. It's like a soft stagger mechanic. Yes. Yeah, weaker enemies will just get like, you know, knocked head over heels. Stronger enemies will like stagger for a couple of seconds, give you a window of opportunity to hit them without repercussions. Where's that feathered blade? Did I pick it up? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, headshots are always worth going for, pretty much. It's free damage. It's like if you're playing Final Fantasy XIV and somebody says, is there like an advantage to critically hitting? It's like, yes, there is. Okay. Not what I was going for, but okay. I am trying to be a cheapskate here, is kind of the problem. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so. Okay, so this mechanic is I have to take the Korok to his friend. And I guess he didn't want to be picked up before being spoken to. Which I guess I can understand. Counts. Totally counts. Okay, so... You know you're hungry when the club looks like a chicken wing. Yes. Okay, so my plan there, the way it went in my head, was the wind would blow the hot air balloon towards the Korok's friend. Evidently that did not work. Okay. Plan B. Okay, so plan B is to come up with plan C, I guess, because I didn't have a plan B. What do we got here? What am I working with? There is the cheaty solution, which, now that I've described it like that, I kind of want to go for, so I'll just do that. Okay, so... let's get the Korok like down here. My broad strokes plan for this stream, and I've said this for like the last 5 streams, so by all means take it with a grain of salt, but my broad strokes plan for this stream is to like actually make main scenario quest progress. Oh, hang on a second, I can just move the hot air balloon closer to the thing, and then go up. On second thought, that's probably easier. I just need to find these. How far am I now? So, in terms of, like, actual progress of the game's story, I'm basically right at the start. I'd say, like, I'm maybe a quarter of the way through, and that's, like, a generous maybe. In terms of, like, actually completing the game's content, hard for me to say, but... Okay, so Wes thinks that it's less than a quarter. We'll call it less than a quarter. I'm probably going to be at this for a long time. And I want to eat something so that I don't die lighting this hot air balloon. But yeah, there are 4 major tribes that you want to like get help from, and I've helped one of them so far. Let's see what this golden apple does. What I'm looking for is stuff labeled as... Yeah, there's a lot beyond those 4 tribes. I've done like 70 or 80 shrines, which are like little standalone puzzles that give you rewards that are basically like upgrades to your health and stamina. I hope this is good. I hope I didn't just waste a golden apple. Okay, that wasn't spectacular, but it'll keep me alive. Link has some powers which are really cool, namely that one there, which is Rewind, lets you send things positionally back in time. You can do a lot of really, really cheeky things with that one. And then there's Ultra Hand, which basically lets you pick up anything that's like movable and move it. You can also glue things together. But yeah, like every little blue pip on my map is like a shrine that I've done, so I've basically been ignoring the main scenario and doing nothing but side quests. Which is how you can tell that I play RPGs a lot. Yeah, it's a very big game. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've probably walked by like 10 side quests just because like they're all over the place. It's a very, very dense game. The first one, Breath of the Wild, came out in, I think, 2017. And it basically had this entire game world in it with like a bunch of stuff. And then for Tears of the Kingdom, which came out, 5-6 years later, they used the same map. So they basically could dedicate all of that development time to just packing that map full of all kinds of cool things. That is a blue pea, and if I shoot it, it'll drop rupees. Which are currency in this game. You startled me. How did you make it all the way here in the blizzard? Are you a shield surfer too? You must be. You might not think it by the look of me these days, but I used to be a pro shield surfer. Kind of well known too. And I'd earned myself the impressive nickname Duchess of Downhill. I'm starting to think you came here to study shield surfing for me. Am I right? No. Hey man, you come here to do some shield surfing? Or maybe to ask Selmy if she'd take you on like as a student like us? Think you're one of us. Or, I wish. It'd be great to have you, but Selmy is stopping at 2 students right now. Yeah, she says she wants to give us 2 her focus. She's not gonna add any more students for now. Hard to complain about that though. She's one dedicated teacher to give us all of her attention. I bet once we prove that we've learned enough, she'll take more students. But this blizzard, we can't train in this weather, so we can't learn our way to mastering what she's got to teach. Get off the mountain for now, wait for the snow to cut out all the snowing. So, I think that if I help the Rito, it'll lift the blizzard off the mountain, and I can, like, do this little minigame thing. You wonder when the Switch 2 is coming out? Honestly, probably not for a long time, Nintendo has an absurdly high install base on this one, and I don't think they want to, like, ask people to buy another console so soon. Like, the Xbox 360 and the PS3 lasted, like, a decade, and this has been out for, I think, 6 years. I would expect... I would expect a few more years out of the Switch. They are coming out with, like, other Switch variants that have, like, slightly better performance, I think. Yeah, the Xbox 360 PS3 generation was absurdly long. Fun fact, actually. Up until the Xbox 360 PS3 generation, consoles were considered just the vastly superior way to play video games because they were far more affordable performance per price than PCs. But Xbox 360 PS3 lasted so long and stagnated console, what's the word I'm looking for? Console power levels for so long that PC overtook it as value for money. Which I think is a neat little bit of trivia. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some water. Did I build my own PC? Yes, I did. My PC has a GTX 1070 in it. It's, by today's standards, it's not very powerful, it's like mid-range, but like, back in the day, it was pretty good. It was my graduation present to myself. I would absolutely love to get my hands on an RTX card, but that's not in the cards right now. And no, that pun wasn't intentional. Yeah, it gets the job done, absolutely. I'm not doing anything too crazy, and I'm streaming from a Switch, so like, the PC doesn't have to be able to do a bunch of crazy stuff all at once. It's basically just encoding the video stream. Yeah, they're really hard to get a hold of right now. I could get my hands on an RTX 4080 for about $2,000. I could just buy one off the shelf of a local store that I know of, but it's $2,000. I don't understand the question. I gave an Elgato. Are you asking me if I own a cat? I used to have a cat. I used to have 2 cats. They were absolutely... Oh, Elgato's a capture card. I was like, oh, did you switch to Spanish all of a sudden? Let me check. It just says HD video capture. It was like the cheapest option on Amazon, I believe. I got it a while back and I just never used it because I was too anxious to start streaming. I was like, people are gonna make fun of me for my voice, but overall people have been really nice. It's nice. Yeah, brainworms, exactly. Thank you for the pets. I appreciate those. I feel like if someday I am big enough that I could, like, reasonably put a price tag on those effects, I feel like petting me is just always gonna be free. I like it too much. Yeah, honestly, streaming is a lot of fun. The initial anxiety is pretty nasty. Like, I actually delayed my first stream many times just because I was just like, okay, tonight I'm gonna do it. Wait, no, I'm not ready. There's something that I forgot to set up. I'm not mentally prepared. Oh no, it's 10 minutes late. It's just, I'll make a fool of myself. And I just never streamed. But once I started, it was very easy to stay in the habit. It's actually quite a lot of fun. I'm hoping to find a shrine over here in this little corner of the world. Shrines at a distance can be spotted by this... Yeah, exactly. When I'm ready is more important than just like a specific date. You're absolutely right. And like I say, eventually I was ready. A bunch of my friends were all just like, no, you got a fun personality, you got a good voice, you should stream, and I'm just like, okay. And it's been really nice. And I am not seeing a shrine. But I am seeing what looks like a cave blocked off by ice. So I'll just melt my way into that. So cool thing, if you fuse a ruby to a weapon... Oh shit! I took my hands off the controller, I was going to lecture mode. You can see them from a fairly substantial distance. As long as you have line of sight to them. Oh, Sidon, you beautiful man. Alright. That's a day off my life. What was I saying? Oh yes, so if you fuse a ruby to a weapon, it gives it a fire attribute. And then if you hold a fire attribute weapon, not only does it raise your body's temperature, which you can see by the little temperature indicator in the bottom right, making me more able to survive frigid climates, it also radiates heat, which allows me to destroy ice through proximity. They might be infinite draw distance, but after a point it's so far away it's hard to tell. I'm not sure that's entirely the case, because, like, I've been up really high in the sky and not been able to see them, and then, like, once I drop below a certain point, they just pop into existence. But it is an incredibly far draw distance. Are they a different color to everything? They have a very distinct color scheme. They're very unlikely to blend into the environment. They share the color scheme with a lot of Zonai stuff, which is sort of like this glowing green-yellow thing that a bunch of stuff has. But like that color is, like I say, very distinct. You're very unlikely to mistake a shrine for anything else from the sky or from a distance. I will happily take an upgrade to my bow. Yeah, the color of Flubber. Flubber is a movie that I have not thought about in a very long time. Now, was there a purpose to this? Yeah, I don't think I've seen Flubber since I was, like, a very small child. I might have to make the time for it one of these days. Wait, how did I get in here? Oh, there it is. And this looks like a point of interest. Oh. Yeah, you see that really, like, striking green through the crack? That's the green of a shrine. Nice little environmental puzzle to find it. Yeah. Puzzle of Look Up. Well, to be fair, looking up is difficult. Yeah, it's like neon green, and this interface is also the same color. It's very distinct. And yeah, these things are highly visible from a very long distance. And then once you activate it, this portal on the front opens up, and once you clear it, that spiral over the top disappears. So you can see at a glance, if this is a shrine that you need to attend to. This is also a shrine that strips you naked. These are actually a lot of fun because you have to improvise with whatever you find in the shrine instead of just bringing in high-powered equipment. Proving grounds traps. I do like traps. Yeah, so these constructs are tough, and I've got a stick to hurt them with. Link's hair is amazing. I fall into a lot of traps that weren't meant to be traps. You're not wrong. Okay. So if I get their attention, and I'm gonna try and squish them in that big thing in the middle of the room. Alright, everybody, come over here, please. Alright, now come in here, please. Ow. Alright, let's try setting that up again. Hi, no, seriously, come in here. Come on. Oh, I don't have a strong enough weapon to break those. Okay, idea. Ow. Alright, this is not quite going according to plan. There's some leaves on the ground here I can set on fire. Please. There we go. All that work to use the pillar and I didn't grab a hammer. I didn't find a hammer. I'm probably going to die. But that just means I start the shrine over. It's not a big deal. This barrel is explosive. I didn't think it would explode that quickly. Enjoy your lurking. I hope your raid goes well. And, thank you very much for coming to say hi. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to look for something to increase the striking power of my club so I can actually use it to kill things. And I think the dumbest solution is to fuse this bomb barrel to it. That'll get the job done. Oh hey, a rock. Okay, if this kills me, I'll just use that next time. This is going to cause damage. Come on in. Hello. Come on in. Okay, I'm probably going to die now that hit broke below the threshold. Yeah, okay. It's a moral victory. You call it a loss. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. I also see that I can connect these torches to my stick, which might help with setting various things on fire. But I think I like bonking better. Do a little bit of this as a treat. Don't worry, just getting my abdomen pierced. It's the hottest new trend among the kids. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Alright, that did not do the damage I thought it would. Let's do it again. Alright, that was extra disappointing. Alright, let's just resort to violence. 10 out of 10. I like how it hovered in place just long enough for him to casually walk out. Ow. I'm trying to trigger a flurry rush by dodging at the right moment. Like that, yes. And now I can just, like, use this to make a more powerful weapon. And we just kind of go from there. So I'm taking a little bit of damage, but it's okay because I still have enough blood. I don't need all of it. Yeah, the only blood that matters is the last one. Exactly. So in the end, the correct solution was just to completely disregard the point of the shrine and resort to violence. True, it could be said that violence was the point. I was just doing it very poorly. You're not wrong. But you know, I think resourcefulness is a skill. Resorting to brute force, admittedly, but like, you know, resourcefulness. You know, brute force is a completely valid tool in the toolkit. One of the perks to having like a shrine active is you can teleport directly to it at any point. So now I have a fast travel point in the upper west corner of the map. And with this ascend ability that lets me go through any surface above me, I can just like get on top of the mountain pretty quickly. And I'm sure I'll find some use for that at some point. It's good to have like fast travel coverage. What I really want to do is I want to reach this X in the underground area. And the best way to do that is to find a chasm, jump down it, and then just sort of like make my way there underground. The nearest chasm that I'm aware of, chasms being these popped zit looking things on the map, Nearest chasm that I'm aware of is... I think there's one right here. Yeah, let's use that one. Okay, I'm going to make an attempt at getting to that X underground. Thing that makes that difficult is underground is very, very dark. I'm gonna make an attempt at getting to that X underground, and after that, I'm... You give it 20 minutes until I just not? Alright, we'll see. Oh, this is a fun little mini game. This guy's holding up a sign, and you have to build a prop to like hold the sign in place after he lets go of it. But there are always like really convenient building materials nearby. Some of them are harder than others. Sorry, some of the challenges are more difficult than others. This one seems pretty simple. Yep, simple enough. I still love that the skulls on the sword are still chattering. I actually really love just undead in general. I don't know why, I just like the aesthetic. I think necromancers are super cool. I think like armies of the dead are something that I want. I want like armor festooned with skulls and a sword covered in like magical runes that rip the soul from your body if I kill you with it. So I'm a villain. Yes. But like, that's just because society pigeonholed me into that role. You call it desecration, I call it recycling. I think it'd be really cool if we got a necromancer job in Final Fantasy XIV. Kind of off the topic of Zelda, but like, I just think that'd be really cool. Reaper's not a necromancer, Reaper's a demon summoner. Granted, if you go back to like the origins of the word, I think the distinction is kind of academic, but no, I want like... Basically, I want like an actual pet DPS job, which Summoner used to be and now is not. And you know, it's ripe for, you know, Necromancer, because we're missing a dot mage and we're missing a pet DPS class. And Necromancer could kill two birds with one stone. There have been no new classes since Realm Reborn. You're not wrong. Alright. So, a quirk of the Underground is that every shrine above ground corresponds to a light root below ground, and light roots illuminate the underground map, which is still pretty sparse. But having the shrine above ground tells me that there's going to be a light root here, so I can target that. It's very, very dark without illumination. There are ways around that, but overall it's going to be best to just light it up with light roots. Okay. This is a Zonite mine, Zonite being a very valuable material that I want a bunch of. So I'll just kill these guys and then take all of it. I just thought of a really off-color joke. It's like... I don't know if I should... I like how he lit himself on fire with his own torch. I don't think I'll say it, but like... It was, self-depreciating. But not like in a bad way, per se. Ow, bonk. I will drop this for now, and I'll just use their rock hammer. Because I want to save the durability on the good weapons. So the reason I want Zonite is twofold. The two main things that I can do with Zonite are I can upgrade the number of energy cells that I have, like the energy cells that I get when I pull this bow back. That's used to power Zonite constructs. And the other thing that I can use it for is I have a rune called Auto Build, which lets me recreate structures that I've recently put together with Ultra Hand. And it makes them out of nearby materials when able, but if those materials aren't at hand, I can use Zonite to just bring those materials into existence. So Zonite basically is what lets me spawn cars out of nothing. And thus, I want a lot of Zonite. There's also a quirk underground called Gloom, where essentially any damage that I take is permanent until I return to a source of light. So like running through that gloom on the floor just took 3 hearts off of me. Taking a hit from that skeleton took 1 heart off of me. Once I reach this light root and activate it, I will get those hearts back as empty but fillable hearts. Yes, I just lost another one. These things happen. I will get rid of that one in favor of this one, because weapons from the depths tend to be better quality than the ones from the surface. The ones from the surface are all corroded, the ones down here are pristine. You'd think it would be the other way around. Because, you know, typically stuff that's like buried is like corroded, but eh. And there we go, a nice little patch of light. And all of my hearts back. What have we over here? There's a... time to immediately leave the light. Yes, exactly. Looks like there's a little, like, challenge over here. Oh, is that a Molduga? No, that's a Muktorok. I think I can handle this. Isn't this what I fought in the Water Temple dungeon? Yes, it is. That's really scary. I'm just gonna put a pin in this for later. It's a boss refight. Okay, that makes sense. I'll just put a pin in that and come back later. Let me target the green pin, delete that, get that back. It's cool though that you can like refight bosses. I like that. Yeah, it's a really cool idea. I'm always a big fan of like sort of like V2s of bosses where like you can fight them again and they're stronger and they get better loot. And it's like not necessary for story progression. You think if you arrived here without killing it before, it would just be filled with mud. That's cool. I like that. Soldier's Broadsword. Also, my health is really low now. And I should be wearing gloom-resistant clothing so that this doesn't happen. Well, doesn't happen as much. It's going to happen no matter what. These seeds are a consumable light source, which are handy for seeing what I'm doing. Oh my god, she remembered. I'm not that bad. I'm just a cheapskate. And right there, my gloom-resistant clothing just prevented me from losing a heart to gloom. The nice thing about having maxed out stamina is I can climb into precarious situations like this one, apparently. Ascend is a really cool rune. I like it. Oh my god, she remembered Ascend. I mean, I've been using Ascend pretty frequently this stream. Oh, and on my map there, that is a statue of a very large man who will trade Poe souls. You had to climb up the sheer cliff, by the way, didn't find any openings like that. Just goes to show that I'm built different. Alright, this is gonna be spicy because they're at full health and I'm not, so I'm just gonna eat some food now. I'm not at full health. I got all my hearts back. Yeah, these are gloom enemies, so they're tougher than ones on the surface. But I've got a sword made of like 3 dudes, so... I think I'm pretty well equipped. Yeah, real hearts don't matter. Good point. I never thought of it like that. I do like Zonite. I like collecting anything shiny. I do wish I could just like hold down the A button and run around and pick everything up, instead of having to spam it. That applies to a lot of things. I wish I could just like hold down the A button instead of having to spam it. What about my best friend Frox? Alright, Cliff Bargainer statue. I need to get to the top of this, and the best way to do that is to... Oh, he does real hearts? Noted. Alright, let's just sort of like crawl through this man's thigh and get to the top of him. I really don't pay attention. What don't I pay attention to? You who stand before me, make an offering. Offer pose to me. Encounter the Brethren. Now he's gonna join their power to the collective, and now I can make... now they'll sell more things. Notably these Gators of the Depths, which offer more gloom resistance. Cool thing about these pose statues is they can be used to reobtain one-off items. So like, if for some foolish reason I threw away my Midna hat, I could buy it back from one of these guys. For pose souls, which I also need to farm at some point. Wait, will there be a light route here? Okay, hold on, I need to check this. Because like normally there I need a drink. Because like normally there's a light route that corresponds to every shrine. But this one's underneath a labyrinth, so it might be different. Yeah, I never did leave the maze after killing the construct, so it might just be... there might be a light route here. And I'm kinda curious about if that's the case or not. I did see a bunch of souls over here. Pose, another example of something that, like, I wish I could just hold down A. Oh, kick the card. I can do that. Oh, that's a big spear. Alright, so this time I'm not gonna forget to turn the card back on after turning it off. That's a reference to the previous stream, where I forgot to turn the card back on after turning it off. Let me drop that. Is there a light route?
Yeah.
Yes, there is. Yeah, manifest mistakes into being. That's called having kids. I will get around to that mark on the map. I think it probably has a piece of the set of the winds in it. Because like the method of finding it, like following a treasure chart to get to it, feels very Wind Waker-y. And then she never did. I'll get to it eventually. I'm going to 100% this game on stream. I will either 100% this game on stream or I will quit streaming. One or the other. And I don't plan to quit streaming. Ow, bonk. You don't have to bonk me, I'm not gonna quit, I'm not going anywhere, don't worry. I'm having fun. Oh, that's cool. so I found a light route underground, and that informs me that there's a shrine on the surface right here. It goes both ways. I think that's kind of cool. Like, by lighting up the map underground, I can find shrines on the overworld. And by finding shrines on the overworld, I get hints as to where the routes are underground. They feed into each other. It's really elegant. I like it. Yeah, it's really useful. I love elegant systems like that, where like everything you do kind of like makes everything else like obviously like doing something as like your primary goal advances that thing. Like primarily this is like advancing the advancing my map coverage of the depths, but like it also feeds into the surface. And I think that's elegant that like it can serve two purposes like that. I'm getting more more reward out of the time that I'm spending. And I do like rewards. Especially when the rewards are shiny and twinkly and valuable. Loot Fox, yes, I'm very much the one that loots in the middle of combat and gets killed for it. There are several clips of exactly that happening already. But I don't just do it in this game, I do it in every game. What is it? Oh, it looks like my... Hold on. Is my VTubing software okay? Hello? Oh dear, that's not supposed to happen. Hold on. Something's gone wrong. Technical difficulties, please hold. Okay, there we go. For some reason it reset to the default background instead of the chroma key background. Yeah, I was in space. Where was I? What was I doing? Right, doing this. Okay. Remind me what I was saying before that happened? I genuinely forgot. Oh, shoot. I feel like it was something to do with anime. No, that's not right. What was it? That's gonna bother me now. Yeah, just sprinting headlong into the darkness. It's certainly a thing. So, how has everybody's day been? My day was actually pretty good. Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, it was a day, that's fair. There will be better days ahead of you, don't worry. Normally I would leap up a cliff. Ow, bonk. Normally I would leap up a cliff face like this one, but that chews through stamina way more aggressively than just climbing it like this. So I'm just gonna climb it like this. I don't think I'm going to have enough stamina for this. Okay. Worst case scenario, I can eat that food and it'll give me all of my stamina back. There was a set in the first game called the climbing set, which increased the speed that you moved at while climbing. And it was really, really good. And I would absolutely love to get my hands on that set in this game. Okay, eating it. There, by jumping up several times, I made that a worthwhile investment. Make your own expenses to justify the things you spend on them. I think I just discovered tax evasion. This is fine. You're a Yoshu. I don't understand the reference. Oh, Yoshi. I don't get how this is related. I probably should have thrown down a light first. Yoshi evades taxes. I don't understand the reference, I'm sorry. I mean, isn't Yoshi a dinosaur? Do dinosaurs have to pay taxes? Then again, I guess taxes are applied at the point of sale, so you don't really get to opt out. The noises that Link makes are, the only audio coming out of the game right now, and it's kind of, I don't want to use the word relaxing, and there goes my stamina. This is not good. Well, that was annoying. I mean, there is music, but it's like atmospheric music. Alright, there's got to be a smarter way to do this. What have I got? I have a really bad habit of doing everything in straight lines. I'm just like, I see a path. It might be an inconvenient path, but I see a path. Actually, I don't know if I would call this music. I would call this ambiance, not music. And then an instrument plays just to spite me. Yeah, spite. Alright, so the plan is get my feet underneath me and use ascend. Because I think the light route is directly above me. Or I could just hold down the up key. I can hold down up on my controller and see what happens. I primarily play games on PC. I'm used to thinking in terms of, like, keys. It's like, they're not buttons, they're keys. I have a mechanical keyboard. Alright, there we go. First try. That is an ominous looking arena. You thought I was gonna fall because I was looking away? When have I ever suffered immediately consequences for my actions after looking away? That's never happened. Okay. Yeah, a lot. I mean, that's a fair interpretation of events. Is there a steering stick here? No, but there are rockets, and honestly, I like those way more. Angry card? Hold on. Okay. So while the card is resetting, I'll just finish building this thing. You hate how not every one of these has those? What, rockets? Or gliders? Or fans? Or just like Zona components? Oh, steering wheel. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like, give me the steering wheel. Alright. I'm trying out a new design. It's gonna be a surprise when I unveil the card. You know, I didn't forget this time, it's just... Alright, so, the plan this time is I'm going to go up and forwards at the same time with the rockets, and that's gonna, like, resolve the issues that I've been having with them. And I'm gonna do it in the direction of the thing that I want. And it's gonna go exactly the way it goes in my head. And I'm gonna have a ton of height, and I'm gonna have a ton of forward momentum. Alright. Honestly, that went really well. Honestly, going really well. Is there going to be a light route in the area? No, but I should keep an... Not that I know of, I should say, but I should keep an eye open for them. Oh hey, a light route. And a Yiga base. As I tried to leave the depths. Well, I was thinking, what if it's on a platform above me? Okay, so these Yiga bases have like cool schematics in them, so I'm going to take that. But I need to kill the Yiga maintaining the seal on it first. Which I believe I saw him... Lightroom. Any pin? I can get rid of this pin. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, up here. Like I say, it's cool that I can like use light routes to find shrines on the surface. Okay, so where was that guy flying around? I want to murder him. Okay, whatever, I'll just poke around here. Fan gliders with steering wheels, okay. Ooh, rockets. And spikes and float stones. Okay, that's cool. I guess the idea is to have like an aerial battle with the Yiga. Although, I suppose every battle that I'm involved in is an aerial battle. Oh, hey, there he is. Yeah. Oh, we can just rewind this one back then. No need for anything else. I love puns, I really do. Large crystal charge, that's very good. I can use that to expand my battery. And a schematic. Which is floodlights. Interesting. I'm not gonna turn my nose up at it. And some interesting lore in this journal. It appears that some of the monsters in the area have been mining for the ore particular to the depths, referring to Zonite. Our fellow Giga have found them working in large numbers around mineral deposits and even carrying these ores. But why? Could it have some special use? Glory to Master Koga. And over here, there should be a chest for me. Alright, let's see if my theory is correct. Okay, this is a Wind Waker reference. Boomerangs are fun because they actually come back if you throw them. And you have to catch it with timing. It's really good. And that's going to be a unique weapon, which means that I can get it back from the Poe statue. If I lose it anyhow. Wind Waker was a really good game. Yes, and I will lose it eventually because it's going to break. You have a lot of faith in my ability to consistently catch it. Yeah, Wind Waker, really good game. Not my favorite Zelda. It might be my number 3 most favorite. I'd have to take a look at I'd have to look at the list of all the Zelda games to be sure. But Wind Waker is very special to me. I love it a lot. I love it, it's just that I love other things more. Best Zelda, entirely valid opinion. It is an incredibly good game. I just prefer Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask. I very much think that Zelda is at its absolute strongest when it gets dark. Not like this, like, tonally. It's like, yes, give me stories that are aimed more at, like, you know, older kids to young adults. Though I guess none of the Zelda stories are, like, particularly cheerful. At the end of the day, it's like, oh, Zelda's been kidnapped, everybody's been murdered. You have to set out on a very lonely quest to save them. It's kind of like Metroid in that way. Metroid is another series that, like, I really want to play more of. Metroid and Castlevania. Two series that, like, I really want to play. Just banged my controller on my desk. At least it wasn't my knee. I banged my knee earlier today, and it was, not pleasant. Yeah. Also, I still remember how you said that I'd give up within 20 minutes. Well, yeah, I got it done. Okay, where's the light route? Because, like, I tagged this area for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it's up there. Yeah. Can't blame you for doubting. I can't, you're right. I can be very unreliable at times. You can rely on me to, like, run off. That's pretty much it. More like much a fox. Yeah. It's very important as a fox for me to go very fast and worry about where I'm actually going after I get there. I'm really hoping that climbing this tree is not a waste of my time. But I think it's not. I like that shot, it's kind of pretty. I bet the depths is gonna, like, look really nice and distinct and good looking once I... Oh, hi. That might have been the one I was actually looking for. I bet once it's, like, fully lit up, the depths is gonna look really good. I'm just gonna assume that, like, this is the light route I was after the whole time. Not sure why the pin ended up off-center. Maybe it hit a branch on the tree when I was aiming at it. Yeah, I hit the tree. That makes sense. Alright.
Yeah.
Ooh, Zonite. I think that's something I want to do, is I want to go up to the surface and I want to grab the shrines associated with these routes, because now I know where they are. Like, there's gonna be one here. There's gonna be one here. And there's gonna be one here. And I know that there'll be a route here, so I think I'll grab the route first and then go for the shrines above ground. Just because I want to fill in the map, it's very satisfying to me. Yeah, it's really gloomy, but I like it down here actually when it's lit up. Like, apart from all the horrific nightmare monsters, it feels very calming down here. And then those pins never got removed. I mean, I go to shrines. I do shrines a lot. I arguably do shrines too much. Yeah. This is the only area you have yet to explore, and all you're seeing is reasons to make flight machines to get through it. Entirely valid. I'm just like, hardcore parkour, let's go. I've got gloom resistance and max stamina. Let's go. I am still tempted to, at some point off stream, just farm a bunch of Zonite so I don't have to worry about collecting it on stream. Because I want to be spending Zonite, not hoarding it. But to do that, I need a bunch of it. Excellent, had all the parts I needed. Okay, so... I have a plan. Which is, you know, a statement that always precedes amazingness. My plans often go poorly. That's a fair interpretation. Oh crud. Okay, so the plan was I'll use the hot air balloon to get vertical height. But I forgot that, like, activating the hot air balloon would... Oh. Activating the hot air balloon would set off the rockets. Well, at least I'm entertaining, right? I like finding out how my plans go wrong. Can I get this to like a good launch place without the hot air balloon? Because I do want to kind of do what you said and get through here on a flying machine. Needs more thrust. Okay. We'll just use the old Ultra Hand Rewind. Best strategy. Yeah. The difference is you have like 900 Zonite Bank to do fancy flights with. Valid. Yeah, like I say, I want to bank a bunch of Zonite. I just need to figure out like a good farming route and then like maybe do a little bit off stream. It's like I do want to do the entire game on stream in terms of meaningful progress, but like if it's just farming, I don't think that's necessarily something I need to feel bad about doing on my own time. You did 0 farming. Interesting. Oh crud. You learned a bunch of lessons in your exploration. What sort of lessons? You walked everywhere. Where's the fun in that? Gotta go fast. I should also play more Sonic games. Although I am still salty about Sonic Forces. One of the series' most iconic characters is a fox, and you can't be a fox in Sonic Forces. It's like, it makes sense not being able to be an echidna because there being only one echidna is like a major plot point. But there's no excuse not to have foxes. Like, you don't even need two tails, just like be a fox. Alright, nice and big chunk in the upper left area. Let's hit these shrines. There's about 30 minutes left in the stream, so if I go fast, maybe I can get all of them. If not, I'll just have a strong start to the next one. Neom. Be right back. Okay. I will await your return. It's a little too cold here, so I'm actually going to switch weapons to the fire rod, which will heat me up. And we're aiming at green first. Okay, let's go. So, like, I know where it is, but not necessarily how to get to it, because it might be underground like the other one was. We're about to find out. If nothing else, having the X and Y coordinates is a massive hint, so I can work with that. Yeah, it's looking like this one isn't visible from the surface. Not a problem, like I say. Just gotta look for something I can use. Oh, look at this, here it is. Okay, so usually when it's like this, there's a crystal nearby that I have to bring to it. And that will make the shrine appear, and I can go in and claim a reward. So, like, the actual shrine challenge is more gathering the crystal and bringing it through the overworld than it is like an actual shrine challenge. And it looks like this one's attached to a Frost Talus, which is a fairly tough enemy that I hopefully can beat. They freeze you on contact, which makes them a royal pain. But if you use fire on them, it turns them into a normal stone talus, which is substantially easier to deal with. GG Nori. Yeah, that was really easy. This is an interesting talus heart. I'm going to put it on this claymore and see what happens. I should have taken a picture of it before doing that. Oh well. There will be more. Killing taluses is usually really good money because they drop a bunch of gemstones. In the first game, that was how I got most of my rupees, was just going on a big circuit killing taluses. Alright. and skip the cutscene. It's just like, hey, there's a shrine now. I've seen it a bunch of times already. Apparently at launch there was a super easy dupe glitch. Yes, there was. Basically, you could do it completely by accident. You just, like, try to drop something out of your inventory and then, like, close it at the same time. And then, like, you have two of the items in your inventory. But they patched it out, like, day 2. But yeah, like, you could do the glitch accidentally. Yeah, infinite diamonds. Honestly, I would be like really tempted to dupe Zonite or diamonds if the glitch was still in the game. But no, I'm gonna do everything by the book. At least until I learn about a new glitch that I can maybe exploit. I'm a good girl right up until I get the chance to be a brat. Funny how that works. Okay. We'll use the tower to get vertical height again. Yeah, sure you say. I am. It's that hour where I start getting tired. I live on the East Coast, so it's like 9 p.m. for me right now. Yeah, no tired, only Zelda. Also, I don't like how I get tired at like 9 p.m. I'd much rather get tired at like midnight. I wake up at like 3 in the morning. It's kind of absurd. Nobody else is awake when I am. It sucks. Wait, what? The map says that the... Hold on. What am I pointing at? Because, like, the map says that the blue marker is this way. But... Okay, it should have been this way. Oh, I was looking at this marker. Oops. So that was an accident. Colorblind... They're the same color! It's just that one is deeper than the other. But they're both blue. That popping sound is me popping my knuckles. One is blue, one is purple. I am not purple blue but colorblind. Hold on. Yeah, this one is blue, and then this one is also blue. It's just that this one's like a pale blue, and this one is like a dark blue. And then this one is purple. Oh, I think my thing just crashed again. Why is it doing that? Okay, I'm pointing the wrong direction again. Let's not make the same mistake twice. Yeah, technology always has to be an issue. Yeah, it's a very pink purple. I might have to like eyedropper it later just to verify to myself. I like how this one is directly underneath this thing. This is why you never use rotating maps. Fair. I generally find rotating maps to be more intuitive. Oh. Wow, just all the technology is not cooperating right now. I fully charge my controller between streams. How long does the battery in the Pro Controller last anyway? Five hours? That's cool. 5-hour stream someday, maybe. Do like a marathon. Okay, so there's a shrine here. Hold on. I mean, I guess it makes sense that there'd be a shrine directly in front of what's a major minigame. So I can probably reach it from like over here. Oh, yes, please. Well, I knocked out the pin, so I went directly over it. What is down here? A bunch of goblins is down here. Also, I should chop down some trees and get some more wood, because I'm down to a mere 14. I try to at least be neutral with my resource usage whenever possible. Okay. So it's over here. Yeah. And then I never spent any. I mean, that's just part of the appeal, you know? I want a giant hoard of treasures. When I played New Vegas, and I did the Dead Money DLC, I kept reloading the save until I got all the gold bars out of the vault in one shot. I basically completely disregarded the moral lesson of the story. It's like, I want all the shinies. And I'm never gonna spend them. Greedy, yes, exceptionally. It's the way I am. You offer me gold and gemstones and money and I'm gonna be like, yes. I'm not gonna say no. Okay. There's the slight possibility that I can't get this shrine without the assistance of the Shield Surfer lady. Because I'm not seeing a way into the cliff face. I'll keep a pin in that one. For now. I'll always have the light root below ground as a convenient reminder if I do decide to repurpose that pin. Alright, let's check on the pink one next. Ah. Yeah. I just called it pink. Yeah. You know, it's like pink purple. It could be either one. They are very similar colors, it's just like, does it have more blue or does it have more red? I disagreed earlier. Well, I like pink, so it can be pink. But like, what I meant earlier was, when I was calling it purple, I was referring to that one, not to one of the two blue ones. But yeah, this one can be pink. Oh, shrine. Very nice. Just on the surface. No crystal shenanigans. Though I guess as an FF player, crystal shenanigans are pretty common. Aw, thank you for petting me. Welcome, Final Clips. I'm glad that you pet. Imagine being shot 3 times before you hit the ground. It's like, that's gotta be an experience that isn't very pleasant. Fun fact, bows actually are more dangerous than guns in terms of damage inflicted. It's just that guns are much, much easier to use, so they overtook bows. Also, like, stuff like sniper rifles and the like are kind of a different category. Oh, bonk. Why bonk? What was this one called again? Infiltration. Oh, crud. Is that a fire alarm? No, that's in-game. That is a link detected alarm. Looks like that thing is the source of it. Fox-style stealth is the best stealth. If nobody's alive, nobody can be a witness. No survivors, no witnesses. You didn't see anything. I'm actually sneakier in real life than I am in this game, apparently. I the kind of person that, like, accidentally sneaks up on you. Just because, like, I don't make a lot of sound when I move, so... You like call me from across the room, and then I'm just like behind you, and you didn't hear me coming, and you jump. That's how I do things. Not intentionally. It's just how I am. Is that enough blessings for an upgrade? No, it's not. Okay. Maybe I can try and find that last shrine before the stream ends, and I can get an upgrade. Gotham's Secret Hot Spring. Does Batman hang out here? That was terrible, I'm sorry. You're Batman, yeah. Don't need it in there. Okay, so what on the map looks like it could lead in? This looks kind of interesting. Maybe we approach from the other side. This is interesting. This looks like a Korok almost. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna... I think I'm actually gonna keep exploring underground. I want to get those other light routes. I want to fill in that corner of the map. I don't think I have enough time to find the shrine this stream, so I'm just not gonna bother. I'll do it next time. I did say that I was gonna try and do some main scenario progress, and then I just like studiously did everything but. Indecisive Fox. I prefer to think of it as... Yeah, progress is progress. I prefer to think of it as open-mindedness. It's not a weakness to change your mind, it's a strength. Also, more Leviathan skeletons. Just more Leviathan skeletons. Oh, okay. Let's go. There were a bunch of these in the first game scattered about the world. I think there were like 6 of them. And it's like, what on earth was this big that lived in Hyrule in ancient times? And now there are more of them. 3, pretty sure. I think you're right. Yes, because there was a quest to take pictures of all 3. Alright. And the one in the Hebra region, the icy one, was a real pain in the butt. Because like you had to do like an entire side quest chain to gain access to the chamber that it was in. But I like stuff like that. I like interconnectivity. So it was like a good pain in the butt. A good pain in the butt is also the title of my autobiography. Wasn't it just do a... Ow, bonk. Wasn't it just do a snowball puzzle? I don't recall. All I know is that I had a really hard time finding it. I think that was my issue. Like, not necessarily like actually getting access, but like finding it was really difficult for me. The hammer went off, right? Yeah, Kakariko, exactly. It's like, some things are just more difficult for me. I am suddenly really in the mood to mix some mayonnaise with ketchup and like eat that. Why, ew, it's really good. Like, it doesn't go on poutine, but like, it's pretty good. Oh, that looks like another one of those, interesting pillar-looking things. Why, ew, it's good. It's really good, actually. Okay, you're just being silly now. Okay, so I still need to figure out what the deal is with these things, because they have sand, like it's a shrine. But like... if you go above ground, I don't think there's anything particularly notable. Because, like, I went through the other one the other day and it's just like, yeah, I'm just sort of here. Yeah. You love how these are what I fixate on and not the 20 other things down here that I've not noticed. I mean, you know, my mind works in mysterious ways. Yes, it does. I'm neurodivergent. I wear it as a badge of pride. Though I definitely wish that I was neurotypical some days. Oh, bonk. Flame guard, very nice. You're surprised this isn't level 2 fire. Yeah. For once, I'm not going in a straight line. Ooh, Royal Broadsword, full quality. Let's go. I will get rid of this thing. I learned a new trick. What? Going in a circle instead of a straight line? Yes. Fair enough. I should probably eat dinner after this. I had like a snack of some fruit beforehand, but like, I need something hearty. I might mix some ketchup and mayonnaise and have fries. I think that's a good idea. I'll do that. That escalated quickly. It went from a single ice keys to 3, Stalblins. Actually, I should probably take a picture of those, huh? Stal Moblin. Can I take a picture of this? No, I can't. Okay. Only 500 more pictures to go. Yeah. It's a form of completion. Looking forward to it. And that's a light route, which lights up a pretty substantial part of the depths. Something I notice is like these sort of big arena-looking things. I wonder if these are like all boss fight refights. That'd be kind of cool. But that is 9:30 my time. And that is the end of the stream. So I'll just save it here. I had a good time tonight. I hope you all did as well. The next stream will be Friday starting at 6:30 Eastern. Had to remember for a second. But yes, Friday 6:30 Eastern. Please consider following if you haven't already. I had a good time. I hope you did too. Please consider coming back. You know, I enjoy your company. All right, talk to you all later. Bye.